Right, and we'll change our maps.
Dun,
So
dun, dun.
we're going to do a simple retcon to deal with Marek leaving, which is just to say that while on the island, he received news that of the pirate of his father was on that ship and may have actually survived or not. And so he was pretty much unreasonable at that point after dealing with everything with his mom, and decided to go after him. And he took off then with a ship that was coming the next day. So he would have left this morning from the lighthouse while you guys were heading here in the dark.
All right.
So he's out hunting the pirates, the pirate prince.
All right.
And we'll just act like he wasn't on the boat as you guys got to shore.
That works.
So as a reminder, we were traveling somewhat in through this wasteland of dunes and sand, trying to find where the path was that the pirates took to get through to the other side. So far, it was working okay, and then it was one wrong guess where you stepped out into an area and 7 different skeletons poured up out of the sand as you moved into the area. And that's where we began. Anybody want to say anything or do anything before we roll initiative?
Skellingtons!
Let's get the initiative counter in up.
Do you want to maybe make Gary just a little bit smaller just to appeal to my OCD?
Come on now, he's the destroyer of worlds.
He is.
Should be much bigger.
Oh, that's wingspan.
Swing soon.
Cool.
You know, it's nice is if you actually save him to the sheet like that. You want to resize every time.
It messes with me a wee bit though because I have these weird size maps sometimes.
Okay.
I've had it where, and you guys do, you'll come in either being 4 squares or 1 square. It's like, what's going on?
Orden and Gary were looking back towards the boat.
Just want to double check that I was not on that weird repeating. Is nothing worse than recording 4 hours of demonic voices because it's doubling everybody's voice.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Exactly. All right, let me bring these little guys into the fray. Do I actually have them hooked up to tokens? Please. No.
Creepy. That one likes to eat his sword.
Yeah, they're a little odd.
Are they a mix of zombies and skeletons? Or
we're gonna treat them all as skeletons, but they are of different levels of decomposition.
All right.
The one that has flesh on it looks like it might have been one of the pirates. The other ones look like they've been here, and you can see that their outfits and stuff are from different time periods as well. At least I can. Sorry, I didn't have any of these guys set up to an actual token. That sucked.
They're just illusions. Walk through them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm doing the last one here. Did anybody see the podcast for the new updates for Baldur's Gate?
No.
No.
They're adding druids.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's
cool.
gonna be sweet.
Yeah, it was shape changing and everything.
I just got hooked on a new game, that Valheim.
I'll
Yep.
look it up.
I'm playing that one too.
I'm setting up a server if anybody wants to jump on. I'm gonna get a server going.
Valheim?
Yeah.
Yeah, post the information. Yeah, it's basically like Minecraft, but with Vikings.
Yeah.
I like Vikings.
It's really cool. I've spent the last 3 days just whittling away my time on it.
Yeah, for a game that just like came out of like nowhere, just plopped down early access. Here you go. It was a great game.
Yeah.
Is everybody on the board?
I have been lost in Cyberpunk 2077. It's been a ton of fun. I like it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Hands up there. Willie's up there. There's Thorin. Okay. All right, here we go. So it seems to me a couple of the first skeletons, which one? This one and that one over there. A couple of skeletons sort of startled you as they stumbled up out of the ground and start staggering forward. Move.
So just to note, Nasir currently does have invisibility up.
Actually, oh, even still? Plus you have something as well. I was looking at your character sheet.
Yep, that too.
Behind us here.
It wouldn't work very well for you all.
Where the hell is he?
They just go
Line
around
up.
him.
Following footsteps.
They part around him like in the this is World War Z and just go around him and attack everybody else. Okay, but you're invisible anyway.
Because everyone else was like, "You go first. You're used to sand." So I'm like, "Fine, I'll be
Didn't mean
invisible."
it that way.
Oh, I'm not doing this. That's right. Thorin. While they're not large threats there are, they're telling you
Red?
decomposed
All
form.
right. Thorn will approach the whole pirate guy. Just look at him. Buddy, you're looking terrible. And just take 2 swings at him.
How do you make it?
That's something
He's
hanging.
definitely gonna
Damage. I
hit.
forgot to put my.
Nice.
Cool.
So how much did the first one do? First
10,
swing.
10. So 12, yeah.
One arm that's still connected to him, flying off through the air, and he collapses to the ground in a pile of bones.
All right. All right. In that case, and Thorn's gonna rush over to this other skeleton and next to Mal and just kind of get his attention. Start smashing on the shield. Like, buddy, you're doing the dead thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Thorn. Yeah, he's gonna run up there and just start bashing on his shield.
What's that do?
Oh, nothing. Just he's gonna try to get his attention. Just
Gotcha.
like, hey, like, come over here.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? I'll advance you.
Oh, sorry.
You
Yeah,
wanna
I
give it
forget
the
about that.
Me too.
That is it, though.
Nasir.
All right. Yeah, there's definitely too many of them here for me to just sit out the fight. So
I'll run away. Okay.
all right, I'm going to
I'm not sitting anywhere.
I'm gonna take aim at that guy in the bassinet.
Okay. Second one hits.
And my invisibility breaks.
Yeah.
All right. And I know, and I basically know at least basic undead lore, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll yell out, blunt weapons! Hit them with blunt weapons! They shatter! And I'll be done. that's right. I gotta hit the button.
Skeleton lumbers forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Thorin charges in front of you, between you and the zombie and ahead of you. The skeleton.
I was going to take a quick 2-step back and aim and fire at that one. Oh. 18.
Easy hit.
15 points.
Crumples to the ground, blows him apart in little pieces. The bones go scattering everywhere.
All right, I'll take a shot at the one behind him. Up here.
Okay.
11.
Zips through a couple of the bones and flies out the back, unharming them.
All right. They're tricky to hit.
You want to move or anything else?
Nope. I'm going to hit my... let's see. Yeah, I'll take another step back. And that'll be it. Hit my EOT. Boom.
Stumbles forward. No, Willie's turn.
Willie's going to float over here and use the help action to distract this one. And he'll be done.
Let me check the range on this guy. Oh, where's it happening? Ah. Alright, well, I'll move and then fire.
That one's itchy.
I just want to know what he could actually hit. Oh, I discovered a short key that turns off the chat area. How do I put that back on? Oh, there it is. Okay. Love finding features by mistake. An arrow clumsily flies past you, Mal, and hits the dirt in front of you about 10 feet, puffs up in sand.
How about?
It's oil can.
Well, Cal will just kind of stay at distance. 5, 10, 15, 20. Use the help action if he has to, but it'll probably be his last one.
Okay.
All right. The one directly in front of me first. I'm gonna bust out a scorching ray, but one at a time. Shit. For 3. Fuck. So the one straight ahead of me, assuming that doesn't take him down, I'm sure it doesn't. He'll launch another one.
No. Oh, well, that one does. That one does.
Okay,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
the last one, this red one over here.
Just totally avoiding the one that has advantage.
Someone will get to him. Maybe Thorin.
Well, I figured I'd save him for, Thorin or someone else. Plus, like, he's right in the path, so I figured that wouldn't be.
I was setting him up for you because that's the one I could reach, and I figured you'd be casting spells, so I didn't want you to wait spell slots missing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just going to do a fire bolt, but then I figured, I thought I could get 2 of them in that turn.
That
No
was a
such
3.
luck.
So you singe the first one. The second one explodes up. Little bones is flying all over the place. Well, actually, it was the same one. That was this guy, right? And the one up and just one with the helmet on, the bassinet. No, the other one I already killed him.
That guy first, and
Yeah,
then
so he
that guy
explodes apart in
missed.
little pieces. The last one you miss completely. It flies past him and sizzles into the water.
All right. Then I guess we'll go 5, 10. That'll be good right there. Bonus action, anything? Doesn't really have much in the way of bonus actions. Have to remedy that.
I never get those either.
Most of my characters are pretty good with that, but Orden, I didn't even think about it.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Climbs. He runs forward, shambling forward underneath the tree at this point. And he's going to fire. No, well, he's not going to hit Thorin, but we'll give it a shot. Short bow. Oh, 1! All right.
He got me.
Oh, no, that's his number. That's a 23. It did get you. So the one shambles forward, fires from just 10 feet away. I guess because he was close. Or 15 feet away. Plunks you for... So, that's like max damage for him, too. Almost. Plunks you for 6 points. Yeah.
Dang.
I saw the little blood spurt. That's cool. Okay.
Gary's gonna zip over here and provide the help action with this guy. 20 feet to him, fly around his head, and then with flyby, move another 20 feet to there, and go good.
Help doesn't end on turn, does it? Just whoever
Yeah.
attacks next.
Right.
Yeah, but when Willie's turn rolls around, if no one has attacked the one that he's helped, then basically help is gone.
Okay.
We at Thorin. The skeletons are closing in. He didn't think they were much of a threat, but one did whack you pretty good there.
I'm just going in for that guy.
Well, there's someone between the two of you, but you could maybe get in there.
Thorn's just gonna run up and swing at him first.
With advantage.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll.
The first attack.
Is that the entire roll? 7? Oh no, 9.
Yeah, not together. Yeah, I make sure I put Dolan on that time. Take one more swing at him. 13, that one.
Still hits.
Hell yeah.
That one. The second hit takes him apart in little pieces.
Or pointing at the other one. I know it probably has no feelings or emotions, but I'm
gonna get him. Do you want to move it all or anything still? Oop, I can't hear you now.
I'll just can I stand off the body and come closer to the other one,
Oh, there you are.
or go around Willie.
Okay.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I do.
Guess my phone shuts off. Like my screen goes black. You can't hear me. It's weird.
Okay.
5, 10.
Yeah, Willie's basically 10 feet up in the air, so you can go right below him.
Oh yeah, there's that.
We'll just stay right below Willie. I'll just go above him for now, just to.
So that's why it uses 2 auras. You and Nasir, we were looking at that last time.
Hmm?
I can see the
Oh,
2 auras because these icons don't have a shell, so there's the second aura.
Oh,
Interesting. I don't know what point that is, but there it is. Okay, and it's your turn, Nasir.
all right. Gonna continue backpedaling. I'm gonna command Willie to go distract one. Once he distracts one, then I'm gonna peg it with grave bolts, and I'm done.
That one. Which one are you gonna peg?
Depends which one's still alive when it's Willie's turn to go.
Oh, I got you. I missed that part of it. Okay. The near one near Orden, the one near you, drops his sword and pulls the short bow off of his shoulder and fires at you. Does a 16 hit?
No, sir.
Mal's going to run up 5, 10, 15, 20. Take 2 shots at the itchy guy up here.
Oh, there's still one more. I missed him.
13.
That'll hit.
All right. For 5. And then next one, 26.
That'll definitely hit.
For 6.
Well, it still shatters him. There wasn't much left to him, so that's why it blew away the last bit of him. He was
Nice.
just a spinal column and an arm, and you took apart his spine.
Excellent.
Actually, I like this one better.
I should probably hit my button.
All right. Since this is the one that looks like he's got a clear shot on Willie, we go over here, distract this guy, and Seer will fire off his bolts.
Hit. Oh, is that the damage? That's a hit. Okay.
Meh. All right, so 5 damage.
Took him apart a little bit, broke a couple of ribs and so forth. Or actually, wouldn't break. You're disintegrating parts of, I imagine.
Yeah, just rotting away the bones.
Oh, we didn't advance it. Oh yeah, we're at Willie. We'll advance it then to Elkan.
Are we? Oh, it didn't even show up for me.
Okay, and we'll fly in a circle and then come back right to where he was.
Okay.
Actually, he'll get a little closer. Done.
And there's a slightly wounded one near you, and just one more over there by Thorin.
Yeah, targeting the one nearest him. He's just gonna launch a firebolt at him.
Hit, and enough to just burn him up.
Good deal. And then move up to there. Put himself between Mal and this last one. And that'll do it.
Mal, the wizard is protecting you with his body.
Yes. Love your body, wizard.
All right, the skeleton there swings at Thorin. Patink off of his armor. Gary.
Gary will fly over here and buzz around this guy's face, perform the help action, and fly up there.
Thorin, take it home. Oh, good lord.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And that one
Wow.
explodes in a fury. I don't even have to see the damage rolls.
Oh man.
Using up all the good rolls early.
All right, I'm going to move you guys all together at least. I don't need this anymore. So if I need, so I can copy you all onto the next map when we get there.
Before
Thank
I
you.
go assuming, I believe it's safe to assume there's no valuables on the skeletons other than rusted swords and armor, right?
Exactly.
Perfect.
Okay, and let me just copy that. And I'll save it. Off back to the main map. Dagger past a few of them there over the top of the next dune. And you still see that you have a long ways to go, even though it's only about a quarter mile off, but it seems quite a distance, hill after hill ahead of you.
Can Gary fly us all up there?
All right. So, where did we go wrong? I thought we were following the trail of bodies, but that apparently not.
Maybe they just went back down where they were after they killed people.
The trail of bodies went to the right, and you guys went north.
No, I thought we were following the trail of bodies. So,
There was a disagreement on that point last time, and you decided to go north for some other reason. I don't remember what the reasoning was, but I was surprised.
all right. So, let's go do that smart thing.
Lead on, this here.
So basically, the idea would be to just generally follow the trail of bodies whenever possible, under the assumption that basically that would be the detritus left behind when the pirates sort of pushed in, and hopefully there'll be at least less undead along that path.
Okay, so you get to that one. Let's go. The next one you would know as well because you were there. The one ahead of you had more bodies than to the right, or to the right, because you can't really go diagonal in this thing.
So north.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we're
Sorry,
following
sorry.
the bodies.
Yeah, is north the one with all the bodies?
It does have a couple of laying there in the sand.
But are there any to the east or the northeast?
There's one to the northeast, and a couple of them to the north.
Can we also be follow? I don't know if it's possible considering the time differential. Could we find any tracks that would indicate which way the pirates went on top of that?
You can try survival,
Is anybody good at that?
but a little hard on dunes after 3 or 4 days. Only actually, it's been more than a week.
I only have a +1 to survival.
Same.
Yeah, it would be more than just that. It would also be if they dropped anything, any kind of signs of their passage besides just footprints.
Hey, help me out, guys. I'm gonna take a look and see if I can see some prints.
Yeah, give you whatever help we can for whatever that's worth.
Does the cleric have any guidance or anything?
Guidance. Yep.
18, that's not bad.
Gary would be flying above and ahead of us too to see if he can spot anything with his.
So the one to the north looks pretty clear that people went that direction. Maybe one person trailed off down to the south of him to your right, to the east, but north looks to be the more.
I think they went up this way.
All right, let's go north.
Is Mal, are you our eyes? Are you our highest perception?
Yeah, I've got the helm on too.
That's right.
Just in case there's hidden stuff.
Speaking of that, and it only lasts a minute, so we'll have to keep recasting, but Orden will keep guidance active on Mal at all times unless we're in combat or something.
Okay.
So you want to make perception rolls or something for the next squares?
Yep.
You can go. You don't need to worry about to the left because you were there, but there's to the right and then there's north.
We'll look at to the right. Oh wait, guidance. What is that? +3 or die 4?
Yep.
And then you said the right and north.
Yes. You can only go left, right, up, and down.
Okay. 26 and 17. Yeah, I didn't turn that global on. Find it.
The 26, you can obviously tell that nobody's been that direction. It looks pristine. You don't see any detritus, any weapons or anything at all laying around it. Just clean slopes. The 16, there is some sign of people to the north, maybe, but it's definitely has more tracks or anything than the 25 did.
There's more north than there is to the east.
That makes sense. They would be going further into the island. So the most likely way we'd be going is north. Any other way? Perhaps, but maybe not. Definitely not back.
Orden says, this is not what I would say, but what Orden says is, screw the pussyfoot, let's just go straight towards the damn thing, and if skeletons pop up, we'll smash them.
You see, the problem is not the skeletons. They're easy to kill. The problem is what happens after we get through all the skeletons and all of your spells are exhausted, yes?
Fine.
Yes, very good. North
I
it
got
is.
Skullcracker here. As if he's ever used it once.
Okay, wait, you have weapons?
Wait, what's that?
He made himself that little. It's got the stats of a mace, but it's looks like a small hammer.
You hurt your head? Is that what you said?
All right,
Small
well, there's
hammer.
3 possible directions this time.
Okay. I got my global guidance on. Wait, 3 as in north, east, or west?
Yes.
Okay, north,
Wow.
west,
Wow.
and I don't think we're gonna go east unless the idea was just to follow because the guys are going up the east or the right side, right? Is that what you're saying?
We don't quite know which path they're going to take. They're probably north is the most likely, but it seems like they've been veering like to the east or west occasionally, from what we've seen. So we pretty much have to check all directions that aren't backwards.
There's west.
Lord.
Jesus Christ.
All right, I'm going to.
Ain't nothing getting past Mel.
I just want to tally the time it's going by. I'm going to call it 15 minutes per perception check as you look around. No, that's too long. 10.
We just form like a living pyramid to give him a tower to look on.
That's right. He's got to climb up. Get up on my shoulders. He can look through his through his bat.
Yeah.
Oh.
We did this in school once.
So, yes, you can obviously tell at this point that the tracks lead to the west. There's nothing to the north and nothing to the east.
All right, let's head west. We'll check west, starting at west, and then north.
Let me just stop you there so you don't have to keep going. Yes,
Okay.
west is. There are tracks to the west. That way we don't have to kill the time.
Okay. Whenever he's not sure, he'll stop.
Okay. So it's now a little after 7 in the morning. The sun's already climbing up a bit. Sunrise was about an hour ago. You guys landed a little bit before that. Which direction do you want to look patrol first?
Check out north and west.
Can't really tell at this point. It looks like there's a good wind coming off the shore in this area, and it's buried or wiped any trails away.
That's sure, guys.
And there's no signs of any bodies or fights or anything, right?
Nothing at all at this point.
Somebody flip a coin.
Can we? After each of these squares is what?
About 150 feet, I think.
Oh, okay.
All right, so yeah. Could we send the familiars out to see where the bodies begin again? I prefer not to do the trial and error by going through the skeletons.
Yeah, for sure. Gary's in front of and above us at all times anyway. I just don't know.
You could get him 100 feet forward and at least make a roll for the next square if you wanted.
Perfect.
I mean,
he'll be ahead of whatever direction we're facing, I guess.
I mean,
so
we can go find some bones. Go find some bones.
Yeah, we just send the familiars out independently and have them make their own perception rolls and then report back.
So Gary will go to the west square He
That's
should have
got blind
advantage.
sight, and it's the middle of the day. It's not going to do a lot of sight for you. Yeah.
Then Willie will go with the bat and help it. So
This will be with advantage. I like it. Fucking matters.
yeah,
Shit.
so that's even with helping, that's only an 8 for oil can.
Okay. Well, there's still no signs. This area here has been blown clean. You can't really tell you've lost the track at this
No.
point.
The problem is that if we do not know which way to go, then going one way will only mean that we'll be in the middle of the skeletons potentially. If we go if the way is west, we go north, and then we might have to fight, and then there'll still be no way to go. So all we'll be able to do is then go to backtrack. So is that what we want?
Orden's stubborn. He's
I
still
mean,
pushing that
ultimately,
we just head
oh,
north.
All right, then let us go north then and see what happens.
All right.
roll
Trudge.
initiative.
You trudge over the top of the next hillside. Roll initiative. Looking around every which direction. See a little rocky area off to the north, and nothing happening on this one. Only one icon got copied. I'll delete them.
Yeah,
As
don't put me
everyone
there
gives
alone.
Orden annoyed looks, he's got like a little smirk on his face.
Okay. Now what direction? No, I didn't say that.
I'll start with west.
Uh,
Trying to get our bearings again.
Gary will head north then.
West looks pretty obvious to you. You can actually see some dude's feet sticking out of a sand dune.
Oh, look! Those are feet. I think we should go west.
All right. So if you find a trail, we were going to take that one instead of spending the time looking for other trails. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just finding the most direct route as quickly as possible. I don't want to sit out. It's getting hot.
All right then. West it is.
Nothing happens. You leave the little hillside behind you, marching past it over the top of the next dune into a little open area, and just where do you want to go next?
So look north.
Gary will check north. Oh, Gary will check west then.
Oh shit.
Okay, Mel, you can't tell if there's anything to the north or not. Orden, you believe Gary seems to have spotted at least a shield laying over to the west.
He'll let the party know, obviously. There's a little bit to the west, but not very much.
Yeah, I don't find crap up here. Nothing to the north.
Where
You
do you
actually
wanna
have sword icons that you dropped there?
go? He just drew that. I
He
didn't
just drew
draw
it.
that.
That's
That's
pretty
awesome.
sweet.
Yeah, that Sarah was pretty quick on that one.
Yeah, yes.
Good job, Adam.
Thank you.
I mean,
So
that's hard to do with a mouse.
So which direction do you want to go?
Shield?
West
What do
seems
you
to
guys
be the
think?
best.
All right.
These pirates seem to have gone west majority.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, you get
Hopefully
to
they
this
don't turn in
area.
a circle.
You walk up over to where the shield is. There's still a hand inside of it, an arm, and nothing else there.
How big's the shield?
It's a standard buckler, small buckler.
Okay.
It's not big enough for Mal.
Anybody need a hand?
It's not big enough for Mal to like surf down the dune with.
How did you what? I would never do that, Mouse Smile.
No,
Hot out.
too small.
I'll look north again.
Gary look
Okay,
west.
so you guys are doing your looking list. There's nothing to the west and north. The only thing you see on the north is you do see a couple of footprints still on the inside leeward side of a hill, caught on across some area that didn't get blown away yet.
All right.
So you said north?
Either way.
Let's try it.
You get down to the same area. It's a little rocky prominence underneath of a small cliff that's sheltered by an old dead tree. You see the footprints sort of disappear into the sand, and nothing seems to jump out and attack you this direction either.
I'm going to look north again.
And Gary will look west.
Tracking north, there looks to have been a fierce battle here. There's at least 5 or 6 people scattered around, bits of skeleton here and there.
There's a big old battle up here.
Oh, were they pirates?
Yes.
Were any of them fancy?
Oh, no.
Is that a new kind of pirate?
It is. The guy we call Sally.
Yeah, but fancy pirates are going to get a talking to.
Well, let's roll.
All right, so you say north to go?
It looks like a big battle up there.
All right, then.
Okay. So you get up to the area of the battle was. There's nothing much here now unless you want an couple of old swords.
No. A really shiny, smooth shield would look great.
So you could ride it on the hill.
Yes. But he's really interested in it now. He's like,
That
oh,
was-
I wonder if they had like a tower shield. Get 2 of us out of here. Orton?
Gary will check west again.
No shields.
I'll go north.
That's a 10 because of advantage, but it's still just a 10.
Same direction, both directions, maybe. Maybe they didn't run into any fighting in the next couple of areas because there's nothing around you at all.
I'll shoot Gary over to the east, if that's all right, and have him look in that square. We haven't done that in a minute.
Sure. This takes time is all.
Also a 10. Nothing great.
It's now a little after 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, we're about halfway there.
Can't really tell. Nothing so far. This area is pretty much leaving you at a quandary.
Well,
Well, moving north will get us a little bit closer. If one way's good as another, that's my vote, but it's just a vote.
yeah, I mean, that's where we're going. Anybody else?
Don't agree. Just go ahead and get there. We're already halfway there.
Well, then let's go north and see what happens.
All of that said, I'm sure you guys get the impression, you get the distinct impression that Orden is kind of half hoping that there'll be more skeletons. So you
Is
might
that what's
not wanna
cool?
listen to him.
You enjoy this.
Yes. Well, that and he just likes to smash and shit, and skeletons are fun to smash.
Yep.
Adam, I was chuckling. My first thought with him pulling them on the shield is, Orden's too proud. And then I'm like, oh wait, he's ridden on top of Mel's head or Merrick's head before.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
been chucked a few times.
Yeah, your pride's gone.
Yes,
Why stop there?
exactly.
I'll check north again, but that's okay.
So yeah, we travel into the next area. Moving on down into it. Couple of dunes, trees, and skeletons erupting from the sand. Let me throw you on the map.
Yeah.
So the seers want to pay attention this time. What caused this? What appears to be the trigger that caused the skeletons to come out of the sand?
Proximity.
To
Skeletons.
To you guys. What do you mean?
okay,
Skeleton landmines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically what the seer wants to know is if we can, if it's possible to actually send the familiars in ahead of us when we move to basically bait out the skeletons so that we can basically see them ahead of time before we actually like step into the nest, so to speak. Or if that isn't going to work.
Do we want to have a whole army of them raised up from where our friends are flying by?
Well, the idea would be, okay, say we're going north, we send them like say like a couple 100 feet ahead of us, so that the skeletons do raise up. If somebody just fly back to us, and then we can basically start basically attacking them at range
You
before
can
they
test
close.
it. The only problem you can see though is there are other small animals wandering around the dunes, little birds and so forth, and nothing's jumping up and attacking the little birds and stuff.
Okay,
Because
fair enough.
they're picking at
Seems
the
to be
bones and
heavier.
bodies.
So
Think
it's
they
not that,
smell you,
it's not-
Orden.
so it's not just the presence of life; it's the presence of basically, I guess, large enough life
Yeah.
to trigger it. Okay, that's fair.
All right, let me get the
All right.
map again.
Thorin, get in front.
Yeah. It does. Don't let 'em be
Absolutely,
lonely
sir.
out
I'm
there.
sorry.
I think the seer can go any further.
Yeah, they like wherever Thorin is, Nasir is somewhere behind him,
Yeah.
because he's out of invisibility and it's not leading from the front anymore.
It would always be up toward the front, but still behind Thorin's, maybe like that.
You might as well go ahead and roll
Pushing
it.
Mal out front. Come on, get out there.
You'd encourage Mal to stay behind, maybe behind and to the right or something.
Are those new initiative rolls? Yeah, they are.
I haven't rolled it.
I haven't
let me
rolled
just.
yet.
Did everybody else did already or not? Let me know if you did.
Oh, not yet.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm gonna
clear
roll
it then.
quick.
Remove clear. Clear.
Yeah, because
Initiative.
you can see the initiative from page to page, but we can't as players.
All right, there we go.
Ooh, that's better.
Very nice.
Need
What's
to
that?
set these up with a random token next time.
Hey, looking off of these skeletons, how many of them seem to be like the pirates that have recently
This
died?
group, none.
None. Okay. Just wondering how often they are coming back to life. If we are fallen bodies.
So as these rise up out of the ground, Orden looks over at you guys with this glint in his eye and says, "Should I fireball him? Should I?"
Oh,
If you
I mean, I don't really need to waste a spell slot, but it's be really fun.
see what
Thorn starts. Yeah, absolutely. I've never seen a gnome get that
What?
excited.
yeah, Nasir's like says Willie is out there somewhere. Do not.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Everybody on the board?
I think so.
That's the pragmatic decision anyway. I don't need to burn the slot, but
Yeah.
I haven't cast it yet, and I want to. And they're right there. They're all grouped.
For 13 hit point creatures, yeah.
I know, but still, you know he'd be
They're
chopping us a
dust.
bit.
Yes, it's practically guaranteed. Even if they fail the saving throw, they're probably going to.
All right.
Nothing as good as overkill.
Overkill's the best kill.
Oop, they're all still selected. Yeah, they move as one. Hold on. There we go. 4, 5, 6. And it's going to fire at. That'll just be Mal. He's right in front.
Mm-hmm.
Not with that one, he's not.
Yes.
Orden.
All right, we're just gonna firebolt the one that just moved closest to us. Keep it simple.
Grumble, grumble.
They'll throw a little fire instead of a lot of fire. Take all my fun away.
He's still almost blasted apart, but it's still hanging out.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll work. Nothing else though.
Can I hide behind you, Orden?
I guess. And yes, you can, of course. 20 feet to there. I guess he'll just flap around his head and provide the help action on the already injured one. Make sure the next hit is the last one, and then 20 feet that way. And that'll do it for Gary.
All right, Willie will do the same thing, distracting this guy, and then move over here, and he's done.
Oh, of course, there's one I haven't put this little color on yet.
You have to individually apply those.
Only because these aren't set up right. If
Oh.
I had set them up with the right token and saved it and all that. But I was so excited about the animated one that I didn't drag the actual counters out onto the board. They are.
Pretty sweet. Yeah.
James, I should clarify that Gary is up in the air too.
Of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He climbs up the small dune and fires from the top. Probably a Mal at the front.
Hits.
It is
Oh
a
yeah.
hit.
4 points.
What is your AC, anyways?
15.
Okay. So he finds a little area between the leather that sticks in.
Oh, nice.
And,
Blood splat.
yeah, the idea of septic pops over your mind as you think about it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm just going to count across the bottom of the icons. It's easier. And who's where? Thorn's 1, Mal's 4. Shoots at Orden. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
Oh.
So, question.
Yes.
So I've got ways to use a reaction and use shield, but on a natural 20, I mean, it hits. Period. Correct.
I believe that's
Yeah,
what
it's
natural
just-
20 does.
Yeah.
yeah, it just hits.
Yeah.
I think it was even ruled that like cutting words can't stop it.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's good to know though, because I use a lot of cutting words in Saucy's game and Rob's game. 10 points.
Slams in deep. Could have been
Yeah.
worse, but the arrow finds a tender spot.
Son of a bitch! Fucker just hit me.
Yeah.
Can't. Oh, no.
Which one was that? Was that this guy here, or the one that's turn now?
One that's turned now shot you.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, wait.
Gotcha.
No. That was whose turn was that? Yes, it must be because I didn't hit into turn again yet. So it's the one that's highlighted. And now it goes down to Thorin.
All right. Thorn's gonna walk up a couple feet over here, and then as my bonus action, I'm gonna use he's gonna use his breath weapon on these 2 guys right in front of him.
Okay.
So it's 9 damage on the dex.
X saves.
Yeah, it's a 12, DC 12.
First one. Oh,
They take half damage, so they take at
Okay.
least a couple. But
so, my
Jesus.
God, nice roll.
these some
These are
fast skeletons.
They are.
Dang.
They're the creepy ones. The ones like out of a scary movie. They just move too quickly. So he takes. We'll take 5, and I think that's enough to burn up the second one now. Oh, it's laggy tonight. Come on. Oh, yeah. The second one burns away. The one that's already damaged, as you can see the picture of.
All right, and then so that one. Okay, that one done. Okay, and then I'm gonna take. He has his bow out. He's gonna take a pop shot at that one and the one down here as well.
Oh, is the breathing a bonus action?
Oh yeah, it's a bonus
It's,
action.
rules is written. It's an action.
Is it an
James,
action?
I thought you rule.
Oh yeah. We talked
We
about it.
ruled it was a bonus.
No problem with that.
Yeah,
Healing
that
abuse.
was the buff to make Dragonborn a little bit better.
All right, that was good. I completely forgot about that. All right, I guess 18 and a 17.
They both hit.
And then let me turn off dueling real quick. So 9 and 6. So I guess 6 on this one right here, and then 9 over here on this one.
Okay, you nearly disassembled the one to the north. The other one you hit hard, but it's still staggering along.
All right, and that's in Thorn's turn. Let me push it.
Messier.
All right, I'm gonna step out from behind my little shield there and take a shot at this guy.
Literally, little shield.
Waist high. That hits. Second one does.
And does not enough for him to go down.
To
I
the
assume.
north, boom. Sends him
Okay.
down, tumbling back down to the ground.
Just
Nice.
enough. All right, then he'll back up behind his pevis, and he'll be done.
His buckler.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the pevis was basically like a standing shield that crossbone would sort of like just set it
Oh
in the,
yeah,
in
the
the, in the
spike in the
field.
bottom.
Yep.
Yeah, just gotta squat behind it and fire out from on top of it. That's you.
I like it.
1, 2, 3,
Is
4,
your
5,
meat buckler?
6.
That sounds dirty.
Fair enough.
Man.
Where's it at one? Okay, it's shooting at Thorin. Dong.
Rolling fucking good tonight.
Yeah, these guys are.
That one hits you? What is your
Yes,
AC at
right
20?
at 20. Yep.
6
6.
more. There's another arrow slams into you.
Man, I
Wow.
should give these
Rushing
guys a little more credit. Women
Now's
have
your
no
opportunity.
muscle. I thought they'd be slow.
Okay, he'll take a step forward. I was in the corner there, so I hope you don't mind if I
Not
just
at all.
put himself in that square. All right,
Because I just pasted you
and
all on here.
he's gonna take a shot at that guy. 22 hits for 6.
And
Nice.
these guys weren't running forward to do a better job of getting you sneak damage.
Well, he was, yeah. Dead. All right, so great. So now, what'd you call it? A paladin? 1, 2, 3,
So
4.
you're a step behind Thorin.
Yep. No, I'm a step behind.
Hiding behind the gnome.
Odin. Everyone's hiding out Odin.
Huddle behind the gnome.
Right next to
you.
the shit. No, he's
At least they won't hit you in the knee.
Does 12 hit?
No,
Okay.
just misses. Bounces off a helmet or something.
I think he's a little bit bigger than Mal, but just a little.
Oh, that's right. Because half things are so small in this world.
Gary's Gary Orden's 3'10" and weighs 45 pounds.
Oh, you're 10 inches higher than I am, or taller than I
Anything
am.
else you want to
Ooh,
do, Mal?
very little.
Oh no, let me hit the boat. And oil can is going to fly into a circle. He's gonna go hang out next to Willie.
Move it along when you're done. All right, this one. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Fires at the shield. Oh, and hits.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, I can do something about that.
What do you want to do about that?
I'm gonna have to burn a shield for that because 2 isn't gonna help me. We'll burn a shield. Had I known that was gonna be all the damage, I just would have taken it, but clearly I didn't.
Next
So
time I
yeah.
won't roll so fast.
No, I mean I'll be honest anyway, you know that, but if I was gonna use it, I'd use it, whether it was 3 or 13. But he's already taken 10, so he's definitely burning one there.
Okay. Well, you don't take the 3 then. Bounces off the shield you bring up at the last second.
Skellies are rolling good tonight.
yeah, they're a bunch of jerks.
We'll use this shield block. There we go. That's much better. Arrow.
Good thing they're firing at Orden though, at least he can figure out a way to block it.
The last one. 2, 3, 6. Need to keep the dice up.
You got some too, Pony, bring it on.
I'm going to shoot at Nasir. I'll give him partial cover as he's hiding behind a gnome. Oh, that's right. Thank you for a reminder. I got to make the DC then. It's a 15 is your...
Yep, 15 is my spell save DC.
No. So he's going to
Oh,
shoot at you
this guy.
anyways.
And that makes him immune to it for the forever.
That one.
And that hits with partial.
This is their night for the skeletons, man.
Idiot.
Gah!
Damn.
That was damn near max damage. And let me kick that guy on. Oh, he's dead. Gordon.
Okay. None of them appear banged up to my eyes, correct?
Right, yeah, you can see by the little green shield thing. The halo.
That's right. I'm forgetting that mechanic. This one I've got a clear shot on. The other 2 are closer to Thorin, so we'll just aim at that one. Another firebolt.
Easy hit. Blows him apart in little
Nice.
pieces.
That's actually the one that shot that almost hit me, so double reason to fucking throw it at him. And with that, no, I was gonna move up side by side to Thorin, but if I stand here, you guys will get at least a little bit of cover. So I'll just stay where I'm at and call it good.
Can't believe
Carrie's
everybody's hiding
gonna
behind the
fly up.
gnome. Okay.
Hey, I can. Actually, Orden's quite proud of that.
I bet he is.
He thinks he's freaking 10 feet tall. Gary will fly over and provide the help action here, and then fly back to there, and that'll be his.
What's Willie gonna do? Where is he? There he is.
All right, Willie's going to basically to fly up to this guy, and then basically zip zap him, do the help action, and then he's going to fly over to this guy.
Okay.
And done.
Do we have an icon for It help action on here. We'll use
Y-
this
Yep,
one.
I use the for that basically I use the basically the up sword.
There you go. Same stick and the same thing.
Yeah, that those are the represent it.
All right, Thorin.
All right. All right. Thorn will run up to the one that Willie just zapped and take a swing at him.
There's
Nice.
still a little bit left. Oh,
Yes.
good lord.
14 on that one.
Wow.
That sends pieces of him like shrapnel flying
Within range of this
there.
one.
Yeah.
Click that button.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
still
still on
defaulting
you
to the
can't
dead
push the button yet.
enemies. Yeah, it's on the corpse's turn.
Put on.
All right, heck yeah.
You see, you'll step out from behind people and
First, please.
oh, sorry. Rerolling the first one. So a 15 and a 13.
Oh,
Nice.
14 necrotic total. Cool.
Very
And done.
nice.
Toward
Yeah, they
back.
took their
Yeah, they
pound
did.
of flesh though.
I'm a little bit hurt, but
Sorry,
that's
Adam,
okay.
And one
did
He's
it'll
someone
be
checking to
fine
make sure
later.
his met with some through here.
So
It looks
we say
like it.
north again.
Yeah.
I wonder where the original trail went. This was obviously not it, but let us go north then.
that was the tracks that he saw going in that way.
This time he's going to look to the east. Wait, the tracks they're heading from west
Correct.
to east? Okay. Yeah, he'll look east.
Gary will fly up to the north then and take a look.
All right, Gary, you can can tell that no one has been to the north. At least there's nothing left there. There does look to be some travel going to the east.
Looks like they kept going this way.
Orden tells the group, they definitely went north, and then giggles. I'm kidding. They went east.
Open. You can see a little bit of looks like maybe an old water skin that got thrown to the side, and some bandages that are a little bit bloody laying around by the tree, caught up in the branches. And that was about it. You're at this square. Nothing attacks you.
All right,
300
I'll
feet
look
to
north
go.
again.
And Gary will look.
Oh, whose screen are we seeing there?
No. By
Hey,
accident.
wait,
Sorry about that.
Hey,
Hey. All right. I think get off of that.
Oh, I missed it. Did you turn your camera on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're back on again.
Oh, there it goes again.
What is it? A short?
Hello, guys. Yeah, there's a button on it right here. I
Am
got
I
big.
the only one that doesn't have a beard? I think everybody has beards. I don't know about Adam. Maybe.
Nope. I cannot.
Okay.
I
I mean,
have a
cursed with
I have a
it.
beard enough for everybody.
yeah,
I got you guys.
you got enough to share.
I do.
All right. So we were deciding which way we're gonna go.
Mal's
You were checking.
looking north, but got distracted by a really cool pattern in the sand right in front of him.
Gary looked east, and he's got advantage, so that should be the nat 20.
Well, you had the problem again is you can't tell. There's nothing that Mal saw to the north, and to the east, you don't see any tracks at all. But you're pretty sure that nothing went this way.
I'll
All right.
pass that on.
I have
you're-
no idea, guys.
Right. So you're so DM, how do we want to do this? Like, do you want to say that basically that Origin is very confident and that Mal is very unconfident, therefore we can basically have a process of elimination say north, or we just really should be just rolling a die?
I'm gonna say process of elimination, that Mal has no idea, or I should more along the lines of Mal doesn't see anything. Orden's positive he doesn't see anything. How's that?
That's fair. Then let's go north
So,
and hope for the best.
okay. You travel north. The sands are up. No, you're fine. It's nothing happens there. You see that about only 150 feet, about a football field away, is the grassy area, and you can see off beyond. There's there's a hill to your left, or actually more up to your northeast. Another hill to your left. There's hills in every direction except for to the north, and you can.
Okay.
That's why you can see out going forward.
Seeing at the moment also that we have never found a shield. Thorn's gonna hand Mal his shield. He's like, you ain't got much left, but have at it, man.
All right, well that my color is a decision, but he'll look
Yeah,
north.
there's no hills to the north.
Oh, he'll look
Okay.
east.
Can I go over there? You can tell that those are pristine hills to the east.
No one's been
Why
over
aren't we
there.
looking north?
Because I
Mal's
have a
looking
shield to ride.
He wants to go slide.
Gary will look north to see if there's signs of combat or stuff. 13.
Nothing you can tell of, no. So it looks pristine to the north and
Is
to
West
the east.
hilly?
The only, yes, there is. There's some hills to the west. In fact, a really big one, about 300 feet to the west, a huge hill.
He's gonna check it
That
out.
just sounds like bait.
There is no signs of anything that direction either. So it looks pristine in every
The only
which
thing
way.
to the west is a really big hill.
Much as I'd like to see you slide down, I don't want to see you mobbed by skeletons when you get to the bottom
Yes.
without us. I vote
Yes,
north.
it's
Take us closer to our destination.
so we have
Back.
nothing better. At least we'll get off of the sand soon.
He'll
At most,
hand
we have to
Thorn
fight
back
once
his
more.
shield.
He looks. Don't worry, we have to come back this way. This.
Straight.
So you're up to the edge of the sand dunes now. You can step out of the sand dunes, or you can go to the east or the west. Nothing
we
seems to
step
attack
out.
you.
I about step out.
We've got a
There.
mission.
Let us look first to see if there's anything to the east and the west before we go north. In fact, let us look to the north too. For tracks
There too,
and
'cause-
signs.
Okay, go ahead.
Mal will look
Checking north.
to the
Here I look
north.
east.
Yes, there is some sign of looks like someone took a break here, and they made a short camp.
There's a camp up to the north.
East with a 16. Anything interesting?
No.
Camp sounds good to me.
And it's about a little after, about almost 10 o'clock in the morning at this point.
Okay, just do it early.
You said 10?
Yes.
All right. Let us continue north then, yes?
I like it.
As good as any.
Let me grab our token, so I don't have to drag another one out. Oh, it disappeared. Come back, token. Thank you. Ah, I move it down. I can't. The copy runs off the top of the screen. There we go.
Did you hate that?
Yeah. It's like, hey. And back to the main map. Get across here. There's an area of some. There's some bandages and some supplies have been broken open here, and they took looks like a short break here before they fought their way.
You guys think we should
Crossed.
take a quick snooze? How's everyone feeling?
So,
I got some potions. If we don't want to stop
if
for a
you
minute.
if you wish me to be at full
Sounds good to
strength,
me.
I will need to take a quick rest. Yes.
In that case, no, I didn't use a third. I could regain the second level, but that's dumb. We'll save it.
I'll do it.
It's 4,000 feet off to the ruins. Just under a mile.
I wish I could give you my
Yeah,
extra.
just enough.
Let's see. So, is this map about accurate? Terms of the distances when we
Absolutely.
check it?
Oh, wait.
All right.
Get the
Then,
first
here-
and the
Fix the
second.
trees
Matt,
as
go
much as
ahead.
possible.
They would
Like-
block
Or
the
the
site.
shrubs.
Cast
Nice.
this.
Yes.
That's on our
Yeah,
side,
great.
right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, this guy. Okay, I know this critter. Yes.
When
Let's
do you
see.
disappear after
You-
the rest?
Turn around. Head 20 minutes. Then come back to me.
Okay. Will you guys take a break?
Or
Which one did you summon
as
as
a
the spirit
skeleton.
itself? Or skeleton? Okay. You'll cast that after he does his spell then.
Nobody fart. Nothing can get in and out of that thing.
You know what's really crazy though is that this makes a great archery bunker because as long as the arrows are on the inside and
did
you
that on
cast
them.
it, arrows
show.
arrows can pass right through it.
Oh, really?
Used it as a
That too?
bunker.
Huh.
Yep. The only thing you need to fear is spell
Okay,
magic.
dragon breath can go through it?
where's
That's really weird.
that is weird. Against a white
Yeah,
dragon.
it makes it makes the most sense logically, but actually the considered basically like let it stop a dragon's breath, but by raw, that's what technically it does. Seems kind of unsatisfying to me personally. But then again, also basically like an ancient red dragon that can't cast a spell magic literally cannot get past third level spell, so it's kind of like what the breath.
Yeah,
It's really
I
strange.
guess
Yeah.
makes sense.
It's more like a DM's call, in my opinion. But
Right.
that's what the sage advice says. Good thing you don't have to follow it. So after like 40 minutes,
He comes
does he?
back.
All right, I speak, so I'll just ask him. Let it
No.
back. Did you
Let's
see
make
anything else
perception
living
for him.
on the way?
What is his
His
active or his passive perception?
he would have been actively
Right.
looking around.
No.
Why is that?
Why is that great? I've never seen
I
that
had,
before.
I had advantage on.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's why.
sorry about that. Right, he could
No.
see. So perhaps that is good. Perhaps that is bad. So do we wish to make it?
Straight through, I say.
Keeping
Again, this
the
is
other
Gordon speaking,
cultists,
not me.
so the other pirates are still alive. I'm not used to.
Well, let's just try and keep to the scrub. Let's run up to that next area of scrub and see what happens.
That is a good idea. Then once we get into cover, then scout again.
Yeah,
You get to try to follow
that's my vote.
the coastline
Skip
over here.
the
No, to the
skip the
east.
sand.
My bad. I mean, they
Like
pretty
the
much
mic
lead
back?
up to the ruins. What?
Oh, whoops, derp.
I saw it. He may just now
Yeah. I see it now. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, well, kind of what Mal's saying. Just
Yeah,
kind of cut through the.
based on the based on, that.
You're stealthy or
Oh.
not, so not forever.
Okay, so we can it's
Yeah, easily. Probably an hour to stroll.
all right. But the only thing I should at least be
Yeah,
ready
it's
to
only
go
2
through
miles
the beach
across.
again
You guys could
before
lap
nightfall.
this
Right.
thing a few
And
times
go through
within it before dark.
the old
It's a
these.
mix of scrub trees. I don't know if you even know what a Monterey oak is, but it's those types of trees.
Right.
Or
That
I
would be
don't know what the hell your
yes.
excuse
We'll
is.
buy you stilts next time.
I could summon a horse.
Again,
Even 10
why don't you
minutes.
summon it now?
Make him a bigger. 10 minutes of
Inside the
cast Fan of Steed.
Whoa!
Either that, he can just cancel the dome. Actually, it's not a horse.
Oh my
So
God!
it looks
Okay,
like
that's
a
right.
Very
It's a giant
interesting.
picture.
You've gained many new powers,
I've been
no?
doing my homework. That university is
Ah,
It's
shit.
pretty good
Perhaps I
books.
shall go there sometime. Right, we get into the cover of the scrub. We shall scout before we leave it. And then a couple of 100 feet of the keep, so that we can take a look and see. You'll not run into anything.
Okay. Any precautions? Anything you want to do?
Al's gonna keep an eye out. He'll be kind of definitely keeping an eye out and sending oil can
Oil can's
ahead,
got crap
100 feet at a time.
feet
Yeah,
vision,
Gary will
though.
be
oil
up there
can's
with him.
terrible, but
Nice.
it's
He's
oil
got blind
can.
sight.
Yeah. Well,
What's his distance?
so
sight anyway?
yeah, and I guess I don't know his
Yeah.
distance.
Oh, okay. Well,
60
so
feet.
And
Yeah.
why don't we have him fly down near the ground, and then Gary up top,
then-
which easy for me to say, puts him at risk, but
Let's make perception rolls for both of them since they're out scouting.
Great wisdom. What,
Yeah,
or wisdom
unless
roll?
they have
That's what it is. Yeah.
a
He has
specific
advantage.
bonus to their perception skill.
That if anything, relies on hearing.
Well, you get over towards the coast, you can see the waves crashing up against the rocks here. You can see off the shore reef that are the waves crash up on the cliff line.
Mal,
Orden's riding
keep an eye out.
Orden's riding his boar up near the front with
Orden, what
Thorin.
sizes or what size is
Yeah.
Orden? Is he a medium-sized creature? Awesome.
Oh wait, gnomes. I think gnomes are small.
Are you talking about him or
Yeah,
the
Oh.
they are
seed?
small. But I am a small creature. So I mean, DM just if he lets you, or Mal could jump up on
I'd
that.
love to ride a boar.
Out of nowhere, Thorin, a spike about a foot long peers right between your legs and the
Oh.
ground. Just drives into the ground and
Oh,
right in
good,
front of you,
coming up.
missing you.
From the ground or driving down
Driving
into the
down
ground?
out of the ground. Nasir, one slams into you.
And where are we on here? The
And
first
Mal
eyeball?
gets strike right where
Oh,
you're at on
okay.
the screen. And one slams into Mal as well. Go ahead and roll initiative, though.
Was I on the boar or was I on the ground? Yeah, if it was offered, he'd be up on the boar.
And I don't.
Uh,
Have a
I
coastline.
won't be shocked if you cover
Yeah.
his family jewels.
Oh
again.
wait, I don't have anything to
I
click.
know, neither do I. I'm like, I don't have anything. Actually, I wasn't considering actually having to do battle on City. We'll do theater of the mind. That's all right. They're in the air anyways. Does it need to go up on the icon, people?
All right.
Where are they at? That's why I can't find. Oh, you already got one out. Thank you. And then Thorin. And well, okay. Don't worry about placement. And we got the wisp already.
Just needed Gary.
And Gary. Oh, and I need to put the turn thing up. Sorry. There it is.
What do you get? 6.14 or something. 6.17.
Holy shit! Orton got the top with 11. Oh no, Nasir just got better. Okay.
Got a 19 on my first one, but I'm cool.
Was that the first one you rolled?
I
Oh
rolled
yeah,
19
change it up.
14 on the first one.
Yeah, change it. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
James, you
as
cool,
long
I'm
as
cool either one.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just trying to get the little BCs to come onto the page. I don't know why they're not showing up. Come on. Weird. Just keeps bringing up the player, the description on the, but I can't bring out his character sheet. Come on, you. Don't be this way. I'm gonna refresh. Go ahead and make while I'm doing that, roll nature or arcana rolls, whichever highest for you.
okay. Ugh. Oh, forget the 2.
I don't know why I plus on.
There we go.
Oh, good. Wish you would have left him hidden. Oh, good. 2,
Oh,
3.
3 is a party. So
Now they came up. I didn't get to see the final roll.
Take the coast, they said. It'll be safer, they said.
at least we had a pretty view the entire time.
So, Orden, you recognize them from your readings because they're a monstrosity type of animal. You've heard about them. They're manticores. But that they can fight like lions and that they can see in the dark. And obviously that they can fly, which is they're now about 100 feet above you in the sky.
Taking that, Orden would call out the only thing that isn't obvious, and that's mind the tails. They launched those spikes.
And don't worry about the distance on the map.
I'm just seeing how far we have to run to get to cover.
Sorry, the only other thing you said, James, they can fly. They fight like lions in the tail.
They throw a spike. Yeah, and they
Got
fly.
it.
And them.
Right.
Battle at high noon.
And they're 100 feet in the air.
And apparently they are fast AF.
Ooh. Let's see.
All right. Yeah, it's gonna be cakewalk.
What is the highest passive
I
perception
have
of anybody
18.
there? Oh. Here?
It's not going to be me. Mine's 11.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
Thorns
So
is
the
14.
that was the one that shot down and got between your legs. This one shot down and hit Nasir. Nasir was surprised. Thorin
Really?
was what was yours, Thorin?
14.
There's their surprise round, so that's what the
Oh,
original
okay.
shot was.
Is it my turn?
They had a 6.
Okay.
No, I'm just rolling through it to see if everybody was surprised
Okay,
on that
okay,
first
gotcha.
round. But if you had a passive perception of 16, unfortunately, all those familiar rolls failed it.
Yeah, not that eye.
That
All right.
Manticore shot did his thing. What's the Willie's passive?
12.
Didn't get to go either. Orden, Oil Can, Gary, Mal was the only one. So Mal, we get around to you. You're the only one that wasn't surprised in the first round when the arrows started falling from the sky.
All right.
And you
Lion.
and you went last.
Let's see. Well, I guess I'll just give him the old one too. Go for the one who
Like
did he see
fired
which
off
one shot?
a shot.
Or did all three of them
swooped
shoot?
up a bit.
All right, he'll shoot the nearest, the one
Okay, what's
closest
the range of your weapon?
to him. It's 3120.
So you're going to be in the long
Disadvantage.
range. Yeah.
Yep. And where is my? There we go. First shot, 16.
That's got to hit. Oh yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. For 6, and then
Is that the first, second, or third one on that little?
we'll just say whatever one's closest. We'll say it's the first one. Second one, 19 or 17
hits
for another 6. Oh shoot! Oh, all right.
What's
Never
that?
mind. I already took my second shot. I was going to hide so I can get advantage next turn. And yeah, he'll try and position himself petition the boar between him and the one he was shooting at with his movement.
That doesn't sound like a roar. It sounds like a water pipe. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
That'll be it.
Top of the route again.
Gordon grumbles something about doesn't know how the hell you can be so small and have such a big fucking head. I didn't see anything.
Everybody was looking at the ground is a problem. Not expecting attack
Mal's
from
got
the
that
sky.
head of curly hair, and he's probably like looking around every which way. Ooh, what's that? I've never ridden a boar before. How about that? Did you see that bush? Look at that tree. Hey, those things are
Those
flying.
wings are.
Ow!
Oh boy!
Swoops down from the sky. Launches another spike at you, Mal. Oh, hits. Spike drives down into your shoulder for 4 points of damage.
Oh, are these?
Oh, I just healed that.
Oh, are these rolls
Oh,
hidden?
they should be. How do I turn that off of this thing? I gotta edit the damn character sheet.
Time. At least in Mad Mage anyway, because everything by default is
Always
hidden.
whisper rolls. No, never.
Are these things like the size of like a normal lion, or are they like much bigger?
They are big. Yeah,
Big?
because they are
All
considered large monstrosities.
All right.
So yeah, the critter rolled a 23, hit for 4.
Tame that son of a bitch.
And oh, we move it on. Oh, good lord! No, I'm not. I'm ignoring that roll. That's way too hard. That's brutal. That doesn't seem right at all. This is what they actually should have. We're cheating this thing. We're going. They have. I'm not saying it doesn't get to fire 3 spikes. That's
Well,
ridiculous.
Do it to it, man. There are 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly. So, so there. No. Plus, it doesn't even mention. It says they have. Oh, they have 24 spikes. I guess they could use them up. Well, they used some of them up already. They only have a few grown back. All right. Next, Nasir.
Alrighty then. Can I catch at least like 2 of these things within 30 feet of each other while they're still high up in the air?
Since we're doing theater of the mind, go for a an intelligence roll or make some sort of roll to make sense. And I have a small DC in mind, and we'll call it up, make it happen. Wish we had luck this game. Yeah,
I've got
you do.
luck.
Wish it was a luck roll, like there's another ones, like Cthulhu had. Good enough. Yeah, so you were able to time a shot within your 6 seconds there to get it where they swoop near each other and they're within 30 feet.
Then and they're high up in the air,
100
right?
feet.
Hypnotic pattern.
Nice.
Very nice.
Don't be under it. What's your DC?
15.
First one. Oh, I shouldn't have put it on query. That's annoying. Second one.
So would they just hover in the ground where they're at? Or would they stop
Nope.
flying and
Unless they can hover, like it specifically says they have a hover, then they drop like a rock. So
Nice.
it's incapacitated speed of 0, which means it basically then falls from the sky and takes 10d6 falling damage.
Went through that last Friday.
Yeah.
And
There's a character involved there though.
and it
Character.
unfortunately the spell, because it takes damage when it hits the ground, that means that the spell breaks. But now it's done 10d6 damage and it's also on the ground for Thorin next turn.
Okay, Nasir, don't fumble a dex roll to get out of the way of these things.
Was it really like right above me?
They're going to be somewhere in the sky up there. So that's why I say don't fumble it. Don't roll a 1. Good enough. So one of them is tumbling down. You're able to move a bit out of the way so you're not falling, because these things are big. Crashes down to the ground.
Ooh, that's probably too much. Isn't it?
I thought
Isn't
you
it
said 10
10
by
die
10.
6? Or is it 10 die?
10 die 6 is all it is? Okay.
Yeah, if they're 100 feet up.
Yeah, it's just
There you go. Still pretty juicy.
all right. And then I will basically
Oh, I have to roll for the other one too. I only made one. Oh,
Yeah.
I missed.
No, the other one,
Yeah.
the other one made a save, so it wasn't. So just one fell. Then I will basically spend all of my movement basically getting behind Thorin, so the one on the ground does not come after me. And I guess I'm done.
I think I'll use. Oh, there's an arrow icon somewhere.
Oh, man, if only I had to collect wasps, I could use my staff to make giant wasps to go deal with these assholes.
I'll use that.
Well, that would be nice.
So the pluses and minuses are if they're airborne or if they're on the ground.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I could include the wing thing there.
Yeah.
They usually just do basically like for every integer is basically an extra 10 feet of
So,
a bear time.
question.
Okay, here we go.
If you cast a range of touch spell through a familiar, do you roll your spell attack, melee spell attack, or do you have to roll with the familiar
Yours.
stats?
Yeah, to say if it's a spell
That's what I
attack, it's
thought.
yours.
That's what I thought. Okay.
All right. Well, are you done, Nessir?
Yes, I'm done.
I'll move you on. Thorin.
All right. So this thing is crashed down to the ground. How far away is it? Like
You
from
could get to it within
Thorn?
a full move.
Full move.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna use all my speed I can to get as close to as possible.
Okay. And go
And
ahead and roll with advantage.
oh yeah, Thorn's gonna run off screaming
Oh, good
and
lord.
just
Good hit.
swinging.
Yes.
Didn't need advantage.
This might be the round to action surge. Since we have it on the ground, you get advantage.
So 8.
6,
That's true.
8 plus. Good lord, that's a lot.
So 20. So 28 damage. How about it?
You killed it.
I killed it.
Yeah.
Thorn is gonna crawl on top of it and start screaming, "Yes!" Forgetting about the other two. All right. I guess that's both my. That will be it for now.
Who's your dragon, baby?
They're howling at you in the air.
Thorn's yelling, "That's right. I killed one of yours." I was wanting to jump on top of it. I was hoping it's gonna take off.
It's dead. All right. Anything else you want to do?
That's it. Oh,
Nice
there he goes.
tapestry. Yeah.
All right.
One of them swoops down at you, Nasir, throwing its tail spike at you. Unless you have something to stop that, the 17 would probably hit.
Yep.
9 points. It roars and moves up to about 130 feet up. That's what I'll do. I'll put that in a little red square, how high they are. That one's 0. He's dead. Okay. What's Willie going to do about this?
All right. So Willie's about 20 feet off the ground now. So he's going to basically move. He's going to move and dash and chase after this one.
Okay. How fast does he
50.
move?
So basically he's
Okay.
at about
Is he
120 feet
visible
now.
or invisible?
Invisible.
Okay. Okay. Anything
Yep,
else?
and he's done.
All right. James, I never know if I should wait for you to call on me
No.
to go, or if I should just.
If it's pop, you just go ahead. It'll get my attention. I'm good.
Let's give everyone a bump to hit these guys. Cast at a second level, so it'll impact all 4 of us.
Yeah,
Thank you,
bless.
sir.
Nice.
Yes. I should Misty step onto one of their backs just because it'd be funny, but I don't think I have feather fall prepared, so let's not. That's that'll do it.
We're all flapping in the
simple.
wind as you plummet to the ground.
I got a net. Don't worry about it.
Will Can is going to take cover.
Good call. Anything for you can oil can disappear
Okay.
into the trees. Actually, no, he doesn't move that fast. See, that's a long ass way. Never mind. He doesn't know where to go. Just stay out of the way. Okay. Gary.
Gary is going to fly up and distract / perform the help action on the one that.
I don't think he can reach either of them.
Gary
One's
can?
150 and the other one's 100 feet up.
Wasn't he up scouting? Like
He was. He's probably about how high you think he'd be? Like 30, 50, 100?
100 feet away from Orden, so they'd be in
Okay.
contact. So maybe not 100 feet off the ground, but
Okay,
70,
you can make
80.
it then. Go for it. Full move.
Yeah, we'll go provide the help action on the one that Willie is not next to.
Perfect. We can start my roll around here. So Mal's gonna come up with the one at 100. Oh wait, but that gives him. Oh, so he can't use sneak attack.
Well, you did say it used Gary's full move to get up there. So if Gary's next to one, you would get.
No, but I'm shooting at disadvantage because he's 100 feet up.
Yeah, you're at advantage because I believe both of them have the help action, so it evens out. And then if you shoot at the one next to Gary, it'd be an even roll, but with your sneak attack.
Yeah, the one that.
Oh, but you can still use sneak
because
attack.
his ally's next
Okay,
to him.
gotcha.
Yeah, Willie didn't actually get close enough to his, so he's not actually within providing distance.
And honestly, Gary would have flown away, but if he could have, but he didn't have the move.
Okay. So I'm gonna help out Gary. Deuce. 19 points. Yeah. And then he's going to duck beneath the boar and try and hide. So that he can try and get it again. Deuce.
That'll work. Don't get trampled, but you're set. Okay.
And hit.
Suddenly the joke about telling the time at a donkey is popping up into my head, but we won't go there right now. All right. We're up to this guy. 1-2 is Gary. Okay. I thought he was going to hit Gary, but he ends up throwing one back down towards Mal, who just shot him.
Oh, he saw me.
Oh, good point. So let's see. Maybe not. I doubt it, actually. They have a crappy spot.
I got no issue with him attacking Gary. Action economy, it's better than
Nope, he doesn't
hitting one of us.
see you, so 1-2 is Gary. No, 1-3 is Gary, and then up from there I go up for visible characters. Okay, visible characters. Sorry, Nasir.
I think Nasir is behind Thorin. Orden
How
on his
about
boar would probably be the most
behind when
visible.
everything's being shot from the sky?
That's true.
Where did Spike go? Didn't come up.
Right now, Thorn's on top of the dead manicore. He's
Oh,
off
that's
distance.
right. He ran off after anyway.
There it is. Oh my god, I think that one hits you with a max damage hit. It is a max damage hit. So Nasir, one spikes you right down in the damn top of your head. That
Could we
was
get
good. Let me
do we
make
get attack of opportunities if these things fly by us?
Oh, I killed an owl. Hold on.
No,
Damn. I gotta drag
no,
him back onto the map too.
they're
That
flying
really
basically
screwed up.
down close enough to sling their darts at us, or
Okay.
sling their tail spikes at us, then flying back up higher. They're not
Yeah,
actually
they're
getting into melee.
just moving within their flight range of 100 feet, and they fly back up again.
Okay, makes sense.
That's not Gary. Gary's dead. He's undead now. There we go.
Would look kind of cool.
That would be undead owl. I don't know how it flies, but I'll just move him to the map layer myself. That's why. Okay,
All right.
Nasir.
Are the other two looking at all damaged?
Didn't bump jump to you. Let me hit it. There it goes.
That one is.
Yes, that one is. Mal gave it a good
Alright.
hit.
Then I get. Alright, then I get shots at that one, and then move behind the interpose the boar between myself and the then when they come down again, because I'm tired of getting shot. Did not roll the second one. There we go. So 11 to 15.
15 hits.
All right, and I'm done.
I'll advance you. Thorin.
All right. All right. For now, Thorn's he's gonna use a fighting spirit and take 2 pop shots at the one next to Willie.
Okay. Miss. Hit.
Okay, so 1 hit.
Oh.
Yeah, so 17, and then a 24.
Then they both hit.
Okay. Only 10 damage. And question: can the rest of so I have a explorer's pack. I have rope in there. How much rope
I
would you
think
say that
they're
would
60
be?
feet.
60
50?
feet?
50?
50?
Okay.
All right. Could the rest of Thorn's turn? Can he just pull some of that rope out and just get it. I'm gonna start get it ready to like tie it into an arrow, but not like I know I probably can't do it this turn, but just start getting ready to do that. So as his bonus action, whip out the rope and just I don't think I'm gonna make any movement.
It's gonna be a serious disadvantage though, because those rope is unless it's really thin rope, it's gonna be a little awkward. But yeah, go
rope.
for it. Okay. Yeah, so it's like sail. I'm just imagining
yeah.
this thick rope
Also,
being tied
Thor,
around a little arrow.
Yeah, if I
Keep
want to
in-
work out real.
I don't
Keep in
think
mind,
so.
you would have had to drop your long sword instead of put it away to pull out your longbow. So don't forget to
Oh yeah.
pick it back up.
All right. Up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out so well. Maybe it was
Yeah.
a ballista
And,
you're firing in that little arrow.
And like, Thorn's gonna kind of move back towards the rest of the group, probably about like 15 feet, kind of like open, so he can try to attack some,
Okay.
attract some attention. All right, and that'd be the end of his turn. Pick his sword up too. I won't forget that. He'll pick his sword up.
Go ahead and hit an advance for me.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, 1 to 2 is Thorin, then I count up. They like you, Nasir.
I was
But you
hoping.
have
Yeah.
you have some
I
cover of
said I
some sort.
was
don't
trying to
you?
hide behind the
You were-
boar.
So we'll give you. You can get half cover at least.
It's just a test.
Oh, good
But,
lord! Isn't that critical?
That's not too bad for damage, though. Critical.
For some reason, I can't have Bless and that Wand of the War Mage, which I've been forgetting to use, but I can't have them on at the same time.
Oh.
They cancel each other out.
So another blast comes down on Nasir. I guess they didn't like you casting a spell on him and dropping something from the sky. You're the only one that hurt anybody so far. And does 10 more. What does Willie do? That was the one actually was next to Willie. What is Willie going to do now as he catches up to where this thing's at?
All right, he's going to catch up to this thing. Let's see. How's the other
Yep.
one looking?
The other one is almost blooded. It's got arrows all over it, blood's dripping from it. The one Willie's next to is
All right, so
slightly wounded. The one that shot you.
So can Willie get over to that other one instead?
Sure.
And then do the help action. All right, and he's done.
Gordon.
All right. Quick question again on delivering touch spells. Since Gary is within melee range, would he do it on my turn, or would he still have to wait until his turn?
Probably why
to
they
deliver
usually have
it?
him go on the same round as a player.
No, it's your turn.
As long as he's within melee range, he can do it on my turn. Otherwise,
Yeah, basically what happens is you use your action to cast a spell on your turn. Gary consumes it
okay.
against the thing, which would be with advantage this time.
Well, and Gary is going to scream a challenge at this much bigger fucking critter and place his claws on him. And not the best damage, but shit. 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
8. Destroyer of Worlds. I really would have liked better damage. And anticlimactic as that feels, I think that's about all I got. He is going to try to make as much noise as he can on that dwarven war chant. Drum, drum, call. Over and over and over, trying to get him to look at him. He doesn't have the wand in his hand, so actually he can pull out his Skullbreaker and start smashing it against his shield as well. And that'll be it.
Oil Cannon is going to do his best to look like a little brown rat on the ground.
Okay.
Or not in the ground. He's flying around, but just kind of hide.
Nice, James.
It's time with Farron. I gotta use it on these stupid things. And he's going to conjure some giant owls. Oh, I'm sorry.
So I forgot on my turn I was going to have him.
Okay.
Okay.
He's on now. Or that
Perception.
wouldn't have to be, but it would be.
He rolled a
The
15.
owl
Yeah,
flying
with that
away
inflict wounds.
in response to the owl's attack, and the other
Oh,
one looks
okay.
like it's banking and leaving as well.
Well, thanks, Farron. How far away are they?
They didn't get to move yet. That's why I made you make a perception roll. So they're still 130 and 100.
All right. Well, he'll take a shot at the one that Gary
Okay, that one's
gave
at 100.
advantage to,
That's at 130
or is still
feet.
on. Perfect. Pop out from under the boar. Why
If
can't
it's
you see what I
advantage,
rolled?
it'd be 26.
15? No, because it's
straight
100
roll. Got it.
feet
Yep,
up.
my bad.
What did you say it was?
15.
A 13? Oh, it still hits.
All right.
It hits.
15 points.
Pack a few more points onto it.
Then he'll duck back under the boar.
That
18.
works. He flees. He's moves that speed away
All
at
right.
the end of the round.
All right.
Yes.
Still bleeding out.
So I
Because
jumped
when
it
All right,
twice.
one flies away,
Guess I'm done.
go for it. Hit.
15
Nice.
damage.
It screams one more time as it flies off into the air. And you guys are sitting there on the edge
I'll
of the
give the
beach,
middle finger.
looking at the trees over in the distance.
Gary will just sit there and continue screeching in exultant.
And I'll run.
Come get you some. That's what I thought. You better run, sucker.
I'm gonna run up to Nasir and hand him a greater healing potion.
I have some.
Okay.
Thank you though. So just as a procedural question. So how long is it going to take things to die in combat? Because if we drop them to 0 hit points, basically even if they fail a roll around, there should be 3 rounds they're left dying on the ground, right? I only ask because it's actually going to be important for my character.
I don't know. The reason being is that we sort of had the rule that monsters died at 0, and then we changed it, and so I need to go find out what the ruling was that I did. I can't remember what we said.
Just because I do have this, so if everything insta dies as soon as we knock it down, then I'm never going to get a chance to actually use it to regain hit points for the most part.
Oh well, you can use that.
That's all I want to do.
You can suck away at
It's
its full
basically
soul if you want to.
just walk over to the dying mana core that Thorn had chopped up, and just suck out the rest of his life essence to heal myself.
Nice,
Sweet.
I think we wrote it somewhere.
What are you doing, Nasir?
Yes. It's a trick I learned from Willie. I'm consuming its life force to bolster my own.
Oh.
You can look away.
I have to suck on it?
What?
That's what you said.
Yes.
I saw
George is
that.
lying.
What? I'm using my hand. I just hold my hand out towards him. See?
So we'll have to.
Okay.
I'll have to dig around. I know we put it in writing somewhere, and then I'll stick it in the house rules, and then we'll have it writing from then on. It may be posted in the Discord somewhere. I'll go digging. Okay. So you guys travel to the forest without problem. I'm just going to line everybody up. And the rest of the time, traveling up through the woods, unless anybody has anything you want to do. Do you want to take any more breaks? Any healing? Anything else?
And this year will chug a healing potion, though.
Okay.
Yeah, Mal's gonna chug one too.
I'm missing somebody. Oh, the bat, because he's not in this little icon.
Doing his best to be hidden.
Yeah. And let's take a quick break. I know it's pretty late, but let's take one anyways as we roll up on. Yeah. Oh, I already had all your icons on here. As you come by the area of this abbey, you can see there's no roof left on the place. It's a burned out church of sorts, a stone building. There's walls that range between 4 feet high and going up to about has collapsed in onto the building. There's still flames flickering around the inside of the place. Over to your left, a little bit up, is a large series of graves and a pile of bodies that are set up there. There's something odd about it, though. It isn't, you're like, maybe they're putting lye on the bodies or something. There's some sort of weird powder that's been put all over them.
They've been actually stacked like cordwood.
Sort of just stashed up, and there's got to be at least 30 or 40 of them
They're
there.
dressed as cultists or
just
pirates.
Mix.
Huh.
And otherwise, there's just the sound of the fire crackling and nothing else.
We make it to the edge of the woods over here, or just basically to the scrub over here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at something that you can't see, and that's why you don't know what I'm talking about.
So
Talking about Willis.
Oh.
There we go. That makes a little more sense now.
All right. So we would be like basically at like a couple hundred feet away at the edge of the scrub, sort of like observing it before we get close,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I won't. You're not exactly where you're at there. You're off the map still, we'll say.
Oh, can we clearly see what these things are?
Some sort of glowing rune carved into big boulder stacks on like either side.
Pretty cool skull temple thing in the middle.
That's not the words I would use.
There's
Skull
a
temple
collapsed.
thing?
There's
That's
a
a technical
collapsed
term.
tower in the back. Some burned over trees. Looks like whatever the fire's mostly gone out. It's just a few beams and a pew that are left burning in the middle.
So what
And
is?
let's go ahead and take a 7-minute break on that one.
Okay.
Because we're going to be rolling up to at least 9:30 tonight. Is that still okay with you, Rob?
Yeah, that's great.
Another hour from now.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Sweet.
Break time.
All right, see you in a few.
But
Looks like everybody's back. Well, luckily nobody actually watches our stream except for me, because I had it on the landing page on the stream the whole time.
Oh, no.
But you got the sound though, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. And that's all I cared about really. But it's like, oh well, damn, you can't see the cool little map with the skeletons and stuff. Nobody will ever see that. That's all right. What do they want for free?
Learning process.
Yep. Usually, anybody that imagine that does these isn't a one-man show trying to do the whole thing.
I know Critical Role definitely has like a whole professional crew that handles all the technical details, so they can just play.
Exactly. All right, so outside this place, then you don't see, besides the bodies, there's no sign of life. Well, actually, no sign of life there either. There's no sign of life anywhere. There's some wheelbarrows stacked around, but it looks pretty quiet around here. How do you want to approach this thing? What do you want to do? It's just silence and the sound of the popping of the wood burning.
All right, so remember we have two primary goals here. One, we need to find the Winding Way, and recover the artifacts to make sure they're not used by other cultists of Orcus. The other thing is to find the Mad Druid and possibly deal with him, since I assume he'll probably still be alive somewhere on the island.
Like
I'll
if
be
he's going to be
scanning
anywhere,
around.
he'd be here, but I don't see shit.
Perhaps, I do not know. We may have to hunt him down, or he may come to us. But considering that I would say this is a very tiny island, and this island's actually pretty far from like the coast or anything else, right?
Ways out.
And
middle of nowhere.
I cannot say for sure, but those manticores were very large. Yes, too large to live on an island like this with anything to eat. So my guess is that those were part of the Druids welcoming committee. If not, then I do not know what they eat out here, or perhaps they can fly very far to reach the coast. But I would not bet on it. So we must be careful and be aware that there may be more beasts attacking us.
Is there a roof on this thing, or is it just all burnt out?
No roof.
Okay. What's the circular pattern below us? Is that just a some sort of design in the sand?
It's looks like, well, it's a little dirt road of sorts. In this area, there's no grass left. It's all been worn away or something, beaten down. It's just not growing here for some reason. Maybe it's a temple. And that's a bit of a trail that you end up following as you got up closer to this. That's the end of the trail.
So is there anything that looks like it's kind of like any kind of like maze or kind of like a walkway nearby?
Well, I mean, there's walkways. There's one in front of you, and there's one heading off this building's on the right side. I guess you would call it the east side of the building, heading off on that side towards the coast, maybe. But that's it. But nothing maze-like at all. I mean, it's a straight little travel road. Each one.
Mal's going to send a oil can into the building.
Okay, go ahead and fly them around. It's not going to bug me at all.
I don't have vision for it, but that's okay.
Oh. You don't?
Gary will fly high above the building, but go to scout.
Says he has sight. You can't see through the owl's eyes? You must be able
I
to
can't see through the bat's eyes.
on the bat. Even though you're moving around, you can see something, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
I can just see what Mal sees.
Okay. That must be in the character sheet then. Let's take a look at that.
No.
Has it always been that way?
Usually I have his sight. Might just be a different token. Or it just didn't get set.
set there. That's set there. No, could be I was playing back and
worries.
forth with dynamic lighting on this stupid thing. Let's try that.
There we go.
Okay, that worked.
Yeah, he'll
I bet
fly
all
in the
the-
center, and
I bet all the
Mal's gonna
familiars
be
are that
looking
way.
through it.
Okay.
Give me a roll of perception, or
There's really no perception you need to do unless you're
yeah, any
looking for
traps,
hidden doors or something.
anything that might be obfuscated from normal vision.
Go for it. No, every okay. Literally and figuratively.
Okay.
So
Yes.
you said there were bodies stacked up.
There's shovels over there.
here?
Looks like someone was in the process of doing something to them and burying them. Because there's been powder put over it. Maybe it's a lie to help them decompose. There's shovel and wheelbarrows. Another wheelbarrow off to the far right that has some bones and stuff in it.
Gary's pretty high up, so I doubt it. But does he see any tracks leading off anywhere but the?
There are lots of tracks
two
around
paths?
here. Some of them heading back down to. I'm going to mute as I sneeze. 1 sec. Yeah, I want to blow your ears out.
Didn't I?
There's tracks that head off to the back to the south. Also ones that came up. Maybe the pirates tracks. There's tracks going back and forth for the building, and you can make a roll after that to see. There's also a small farm off to the north, off the map.
Advantage if it's hearing or sight, so I think
Okay.
it'd be a 20.
He could see tracks then heading off to the little garden area to the north. There's tracks going back and forth from all over the place to where all the bodies are stacked up. So there is
Did these
sign
stairs
of
head
life,
down?
but nobody's here right now. They
There's
do.
stairs in there, guys.
Well, shit. I guess that's our next destination, huh?
Well, we'll start slowly creeping up.
Orden will dismiss the boar.
Up here, and
As you get up there, you can tell now that people have been trying to put things back together. The stones that are leaning against the walls have been stacked and piled back up. Someone's sorting them back out, like maybe they're going to start planning on rebuilding or
they'll
something.
push over a pile of stones.
Makes a little crumbling noise, but nothing there. There's ruined utensils laying around, crushed pots.
He'll start heading over towards the stairs, kind of keeping to the wall.
He's gonna fly over and just take a peek down the stairs, see if he sees anything. Maybe another perception roll.
Nope, doesn't need to. It only goes down. You can see straight on down there. It goes down about 20 feet, and there is a pretty heavy-duty door down there. Big iron-bound door.
Okay. Ah, shit. Figures I don't have knock equipped. I don't know if it's locked, but assuming it is. I don't have prepared, I mean.
I know how to pick locks.
Would you like me to check on the other side for you?
The other side of the building?
Of the door.
Oh, yes. Sure. Send
Thorns gonna
Wee
follow
Willie in.
outside the building.
All right, I'll send Willie through the door. See what's on the other side.
Visible or invisible?
Invisible, of course. He's always invisible unless I really say he's not.
Okay. So yes, you go into the other side. The door is charred. As you pass through it, there's a charred area and a very large room. Torches about. You can see 3 guys sitting over at a table. Looks like they're playing dice or something. And it's a very large room down
What do
here
the
with
gentlemen look
doors all
like?
the way around it. One of them looks like a priest or maybe a religious person. He looks obviously like some sort of fighter.
Sorry, obviously looks like some kind of what?
Fighter. He's brawny guy, big, got a weapon next to him.
All right. Can I, from where Willie is right next to the door, can I hear anything through the door coming from our side?
From Willie is, I'm sorry. For where Willie is, can you hear the players? You mean?
Yeah, basically.
No.
Okay, so this door is pretty thick and it's muffling all the
yes.
sounds.
At least the sounds you guys are making, talking and so forth, and rustling around.
All right, so there's two basically two fighter-looking dudes and one sort of like religious-looking dude.
Yeah.
And the religious-looking dude strike me as basically wearing cultist type attire.
Yeah.
Okay, so he definitely does not look like a priest of like one of the known gods.
No. No.
Okay. And there's 3 doorways leading out from here. Does he hear anything else basically beyond
Let's just do this.
those doorways? Where's the doorway at?
Right to the north of you. That's the door.
Oh, okay,
it's because I have the facing the other direction. You can't see it.
Okay, so there are 4 doors
There are
that he can see.
that he can see. I don't know let's see how his sight is. Let me move this door first so you can actually see it. I don't need it anymore, really.
Yeah, I can see 1, 2, 3, and then what looks like 4 doors
yes,
right there.
The exact spot you're at. There's
All right. So
wait.
I'm going to quietly relay this.
I can see. You can see some shade, can't you? Or you can only see.
Some what?
I don't know what it looks like for you. Is it complete blackness, or are there any level of light to the diagonals for you? I can't tell if I'm seeing it.
On the right side, it is all grayed out, but I can see the terrain. On the left side, about half of it is basically blacked out, and I can't see anything. And the other half of it is basically
there are doors
slightly
to the north as well
gray.
on the north wall. Once you move a foot to
Willie's
left or
staying
right,
put.
you will be able to. Okay.
All right. So I'll mention back. One man looks like a cultist. 2 others look like they're perhaps fighters, perhaps warriors, and many doors leading off from here. One large room. Door. They could be rushed from here. The door is solid. They cannot hear us through it. Although I do not know if you attempt to pick the lock if they would hear that or not.
Skeletons, maybe draw a couple of them out.
They did not.
I don't know.
What we could, good idea.
No, just that. He was just going to make a joke about the good and the bad.
Perhaps they went to sacrifice.
Will bring a man to his feet quicker than the sound of a woman in trouble. Either to add the trouble or to save her from it.
More of them waiting to reinforce. That is
I have
my
no
worry.
doubt there are. And he grins.
You're not the one who basically absorbed all those spikes.
Fair enough.
So, Mal, how fast can you pick
how
those
tough
lock?
it is. I'll try and be quiet though.
So the way I see it, we can either ignore this place, we can attempt to pick the lock, open up, and rush them in, and attempt to take them down quickly. Perhaps if others come to the door, we'll be surrounded. But to open the door, perhaps come out.
I think we should probably take care of these guys because I don't want them necessarily behind us if we're going to go to the farm.
And if my money's gold's anywhere, it's that the guy we're
Perhaps.
looking for is probably down in that hole.
If nothing else, if the path to the east. Look,
No, this is the only building you've seen on
if the
whole
winding
island.
way is here, I would assume it would be down below. That is my only guess. So I could attempt to fool them, get them to open the door. Perhaps. I do not know if it would work, but
we could
Just
try.
try not
Worst
to.
thing is they don't bite on it, and then we don't end up any worse.
indeed,
than
that would
we were,
be the
except we're
problem. If they
alerted.
do not fall for it, perhaps they would call for reinforcements before we could jump them. But either way, they would be stuck down here, I think, if this is the only way up or down.
Mal's going to
follow-
creep up there and look at the door and see what the
Doesn't look
lock
to be
looks like
locked.
there. He's not going to get.
Doesn't have
He's
a
not.
locking
Oh, it doesn't look to be locked.
mechanism.
Oh.
Yeah,
I can pick.
Nasir did see it.
That's no problem.
There's a dropped bolt or a what do you call it? A big bar over on the other side of the door.
Too bad. My guy is incorporeal. Although technically, could probably do this.
What's that?
Really big. All right, so out of game. Technically, you can unsummon your familiar, and then I believe you can. Actually, let me read the spell again.
Or in its rock.
I know, but is it like any like weakened spots from like the raid or anything like that? I know there's like if there's a room underneath this, it should be a ceiling.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
sadly, no.
As an action while just so literally, if you want to basically stand next to that door, unsummon Gary, and then resummon him on the other side of the door, it's because you know there's basically an occupied space there. It'll be safe, and then you could try and have him lift the bar.
Does the bar look like it's 10 pounds or less, or does it look heavier than that?
Does Nasir know from what looking at it, or is he not have a clue?
A low DC intelligence roll, 11, and I'll give you 2.
Doesn't find
No
familiar cots take an hour?
No.
He's talking about this switching it around. You can pop them off into a phantom world and bring it back
okay.
again.
He just
to the next
he just shrugs, like maybe not. Maybe if both Gary and Squeaky both did it, perhaps their combined strength would be enough.
I don't think a bat can lift very much.
So he can barely eat
Yeah,
a
but
pea.
technically neither can an owl, really. I mean,
So
Now, let's go. I'm sorry.
no, I'm kind of thinking out loud here. If you've got something pertinent, go ahead.
As you guys are discussing this, he's going to kind of go around and look for any other entrance to the basement.
Thornton's like, well, I almost feel like we should try. You're pretty deceptive, first of all. Second of all, if it doesn't work and they do call reinforcements, one way or another, when we get that door open, they'll be ripe for the picking for a nice big ball of fire. And he winks over at Thorin.
Thorin smiles with a big word fire.
oh, that's right. Actually, no, I can open that door. Yes, I forgot. I can do this. So if we want to rush them, we can do this. Do you want to?
Do you have to be in contact with the door, or can we send the big guys
Oh, yes.
there in before? I'm down with that then. Send the big guy in first. I'll be hot on his heels, and however you guys want to go after that.
So keep in mind, though, if things do start to go wrong, then we will be a bit boned.
Well,
yes.
if they start to go wrong, how about Nasir? We'll leave that call up to you. If you say back out, then we'll come back up here, and at least then they are either going to stay down there, or they come up one at a time where they're easy pickings.
Yes. If things go wrong, it's going to be because Thorin is on the ground bleeding, and we may or may not be able to do anything to save him if we wish to retreat. So one thing, Thorin, you remember what my ghoul looks like? Yes.
I believe so.
Right. Do not be close to it. He smells very bad.
All right, good to know.
So, I think if we send the big guy in there, we send him in. I'll speed you up a bit, so to speak. Haste.
You will have my undead with there to help you out, but he will not last long.
All right, so Blanda, I shove the door. You send in your stanky ghoul, and we bomb rush.
Actually, I'll be summoning my ghoul on the other side of the door to open it for us. Once the door opens, then you can charge through and attack. Yes.
This is true. I feel confident I can push the door in, possibly.
True, but it's going to be noisy, and it'll be simpler this way. This way, that we will be sure. If you are wrong, then we'll simply make a lot of racket, and nothing else will happen. This way, instead of spending your time bashing down the door, you will be bashing heads. Yes.
This is much more. Yes, I can agree with that. That sounds much more pleasant.
Can you see through Stinkstar's eyes?
What?
Can you see through your Stinkstar's eyes? The ghoul?
Oh no! I cannot do that.
Let's not use the word stink star so loosely. Hey, Mal.
Well, I don't know. He smells bad, but I mean, maybe he's a good distraction if he runs across the room after he opens the door. Oh yeah.
All right, so stack up on the door. Be prepared to move.
Now, James, I want to get a ruling on this. So I want to haste Thorin immediately when the door opens. Would that be as long as we did this simultaneously and Nasir called out when the bar was being lifted? Could we get all that done, or is that going to be like a first round of combat thing? Roll initiative before the bar is off the door. Yeah.
Does there a duration on it that makes it non? You
1
couldn't
minute.
cast it before combat.
I'd want to do it as close to combat as I could. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could just basically you cast your spell. You tap me on the shoulder. I cast my spell. The door opens, and then basically we go. I'm assuming we have a good chance of getting like a surprise round to start with.
Could be, yeah.
Hopefully.
All right, so can we get everyone on this?
Yeah,
everyone on the stairs, I guess.
My door back on that I wiped out.
Gotcha.
Okay, now I can move everybody onto this one.
So this is about like 10 feet, 20 feet tall ceilings.
Let's see if they actually say. They usually do in these published adventures.
I mean, like.
Nope, we're calling.
Okay, that's fine.
Orden will have.
So who's first? We have Thorin's first. Who's second?
And Gary is going to be perched on his shield until we get in the
Yeah,
room.
we can just basically it's 10, the corridor is basically like 10 feet wide, so we can kind of stack up
Who's
side
third?
by side.
Who's third?
Third,
Mal.
well, Mal and Nasir will probably be next
Okay,
in
I'll
line.
let you move yourself when I get. I don't want to drag the toe. Well, can. And whatever happened to Sheb? Whose that horse was that? Was that Mark's?
His mule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see that listed here. Gary, that's what I'm missing. And change maps.
All I
Everybody else
see
on the
is
wrong
a
layer? Is
set
that
of
why
stairs
Nasir's the
and-
only one showing up?
But
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Token. Okay.
Yeah, well,
So
I'm
you're
gonna wait until
conjure your
gotta wait
critter.
until I
Is that
get
what you're doing?
till I get the go ahead from opportunity action.
Okay, go for it.
first. All the dudes lifted the bar. Orden will cast the haste.
He's there. In a moment.
Still on a con-
Undead guys at the table spin around. What less?
Yep.
Or what do you want to do?
Well, a question.
Sure, what would you
Actually,
like to do?
whichever one of these. Why
So
I'm
you're gonna
like,
attack?
why don't?
Okay,
is
then
he
let's
just
roll
going to
initiative.
needs to die? Is that how I don't unconscious?
Yeah, I
until
saw
I
the
die?
extra
Good
plus
roll
2
again.
on
I'll
the
put
extra
the
check.
ones that you had.
Yep. On deck saves.
should disengage. Spell in its target. Take action. Hell yeah, that's badass though. I'm debating whether
The thing
use
up.
an action surge.
Okay.
Orden's there.
14.
I can change it though. I don't know why I was telling you.
Would we get a surprise round in there, or
I'll let you know
that
in a
go
sec
popping
here.
up?
I think
Like,
so,
Anybody on
yep.
the board?
So-
Right.
No.
Willie's going first. for
Could,
the
'cause
team
I
deck
haven't
on
gone
the
yet.
board.
Technically. Based on his estimate. And then the guy sitting
Either or. Okay.
down,
Yes.
right? Alright, so
That'll do it.
25 to hit. So 8 slashing,
Okay.
I'm done.
Nearly kills him.
Just to be clear, the acolyte is wearing the same garb that the cultists were wearing.
No.
Right?
He was just wearing some robes.
Hmm.
Orcus.
Acolytes
Told
were
him
worshiping
something different. What
Orcus.
was
Here we
it?
go.
Yeah.
Although, and this is
Yeah, there's just so many notes here
He
that.
said,
Oh yeah. Okay, I just found it. Yep.
all right.
I
I
found it
found
too.
it before all of you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hold on.
my control F didn't work out so well. Okay.
Just being a shit. I didn't find anything.
well,
Like now's kind of when the initiative order gets weird because theoretically now would not
I know.
didn't
I
go
would have
yet.
liked to have gone up the order, but oh well.
Like we just like
You're right.
So,
Big enough.
yeah.
Zoom through the legs.
Mal will just hold until
Okay.
Leg.
he comes through, and if he does within his line of sight,
Yeah.
he'll
I like
he'll
the
get
idea of
shot.
being able to
Oh, like hold your turn or hold action. Oh,
actually line things up
Yeah, I
rather
kinda
yeah.
than
I'll
It's
just
not
hold
like-
my
it's not
turn
like-
then.
that one.
yeah, it's not like the chaos in the middle of
Yeah,
combat. We're basically
exactly.
sort of coordinating
No,
it
I
right
like
now.
that.
Once combat fully starts, it gets chaotic.
I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, tell me what you
He'll,
hold your turn for.
Yep,
He'll
turn. He's going to
Gordon
send
and
oil
Gordon
can
go, or-
in.
Okay, send him ahead.
see.
gamut
There it
came
is.
down. Is at the
Sorry.
table.
It's a pit.
Cast
Well
its palm.
Well,
Do that
like,
again. That's the orange and
So where you
everything.
get looking guy?
I do like it for
Alkalite
first round.
on your
Don't rush
right.
you.
Well,
You did say
oh.
nice.
10 on the next, so
Oh,
it's 21
sweet.
hits and then 27 hits.
Let's
Hope
see if
21
the
hits.
Yeah, that'd be
second shot
scary.
did 10.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bellows at you, grasp at the cut he made across his chest. A small smile creeps over his face. Surrender or die, pig!
I went,
Yep,
Yep.
so
Nice.
just barely missed the
But,
unexpected.
He
there's-
misses
Wait,
and
what?
dies, screaming.
It's no use. You'll just die tired, my friend. That'd be the end of Thorn's turn.
Okay, advance it on.
Actually, he's gonna loop around over here to block these doors out while staying in within the radius.
With Gary perched on his shield, Orden's going to enter the room. 15. 20. Can I tell
The guy
who?
the flames. This guy is
And then this is movement, so that's going to do it.
It
Gary
looks like we
will.
just went to Gary.
Gary
Okay.
scratch around above and beside me.
Waiting to see
And
what your answer is.
Alright.
Bounce. Really and hits.
It's a
Dang.
one-handed spear.
Hell yeah.
14 points of damage. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. When
Okay.
you're held up. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
5. Yeah, where was I?
You're right there.
5, 10, 15, 20. And he will see if those guys are fighting and take 2 shots at him.
There's one big guy over there. You can get him in the back. He just stuck a beer
We
into
know
the
gonna go for a second shot. Armor class 16. He says, "Drop your weapons, or else we'll shoot again."
That's the end of the round.
That's it.
Hold on then. He bellows in pain. Like, get them all? No. Let's do them a few at a
I don't
time.
like the sounds of that.
This is working. Fine. We're
Yeah.
on the wrong layer again or something? Nope.
Only go.
There's one. Okay, I'll do it the long
Man.
way. This will be a moment.
Do we got any black powder?
That
This
was
is
your
like the
chance.
official
Yeah,
party
much
of 4
less
characters.
everybody
Surrender?
else, I mean,
Or die.
not really. I mean, you're evil.
Who are you? He points over at the undead thing who just killed
He says,
two of his
"So
guys.
you?"
Thorn
Way
said,
to admit.
Yeah.
"Are you not? Are you not cultist of Orcus?"
I know
Tenebris,
Orcus.
your
Hi.
lord.
Thor's to him.
He says,
Yes.
"I, Tenebris, is his lord." Yeah, we can't.
Brought it in the past.
So, oh,
And that brings us
James, what's
to
action?
9:30.
You can
But yes.
say your full thing, or
Let's
is
just
it
go for
not at
rule of
all?
cool.
Or